After almost 14 years of my corporate career, I decided to take the leap of faith to pursue my entrepreneurial journey. I could still remember the feeling of needing a change, but wasn't sure what I wanted to become. Wanting to lead a balanced life without knowing the difference between work-life balance and work-life integration. Wanting to make loads of money without knowing how to. There were so many wants without hows, and not knowing why I wanted them in the first place. I have to admit, it was a confusing time for me. I was in between the state of liberation and confusion, just because there was so much to do. There was the company that I was building, the family that I was caring for, the household to upkeep, and all the stakeholders and expectations in the world to satisfy. I didn't have time even for my own well-being. It was chaotic. It was in this challenging time when I crossed paths with a great leader, and what he shared with me about life and wealth changed me forever. He shared the same core purpose that we all have in common. Unfortunately, we have forgotten to implement it in our own lives. Core purpose number 1, create value. We are put on this earth to create value. Think about it. Before we could gain from anything, we will need to create value first. Let's first start with work. If we are offering a service, we first need to assure our customers that we can create the value that they need before they reward us. That's why we get paid at the end of the month or after a job is done. It's the same with creating a product. What value can the product offer to make the buyer's life better? If you can achieve value creation in your business, the customers will want more of it, and therefore they will open up their wallets to buy your service and products. You see, we have always focused on the reward, but sometimes we forget that all rewards come only after the value is realized. Value creation is the foundation to a prosperous life, and everything that we read and learn from to help us become a better person is actually helping us to become a human of value. Let's say, for example, we want to apply value creation to our personal lives. If you are a spouse to someone, what will happen if you stop creating value for your spouse? Like lying or disrespecting him or her. There will be a cause and effect on how your spouse will treat you, and the rewards of being in a relationship will diminish. This goes the same for all relationships. How can you create value for your relationships? If you can act on this core purpose to create value, the universe will reward you in return. Core purpose number 2, building meaningful relationships. The next core purpose is all about relationships. Everything we want to achieve in life is only made possible based on the relationships we have with others. We rely on others to go by our days. A business partner, a wife, a close friend in times of need, your home grass cutter. Without meaningful relationships, we will not be able to get to where we want to be in life. If we build meaningful relationships, we will not only achieve more, we can also reach a high level of happiness that will be good for you and everyone else. We can build meaningful relationships by offering our support or helping others learn and grow, just like what's happening right now for you and me. We can stay connected with a friend twice a year, start projects, and have your friends be part of it. Buy a gift or offer a ride to one of your family members. The ways in one can do so is limited only to their imagination. When you're building meaningful relationships by enriching someone else's life, you'll be rewarded with opportunities and a greater well-being. Core purpose in business. A profitable and relevant business today is operating not because it has a good name. It is because the company understands the fundamentals of being in business, which is to create world-class value through its products and services that customers in return want. The company also understands that it is equally important to build meaningful relationships at the same time. By sharing its purpose in the marketplace, offer a sense of belonging, great customer support, and understanding what the customer wants. Core purpose in death. Remember being at a funeral? Someone you know passed away and you're sitting amongst the crowd. The lady in front of you is holding it in because she is saying goodbye to her closest friend. The gentleman to your right is speaking to his partner about the passing. Being at a funeral is never an easy thing to do, but it's always about people sharing great stories about the person who has just passed away. What they share is usually about two things: how much that person has contributed in the world, and the meaningful relationships they had. Yes, it is always these two. Hardly will you hear someone talking about a person's bank account or cars they owned. The core purpose goes a long way even after death.